So I was part of a program through UCLA called Futures, and the idea of Futures was to provide information access to youth of color, basically, in a high school of Santa Monica that were inherently disadvantaged in the school. Even though Santa Monica, you hear Santa Monica, and people hear Santa Monica is a very rich city. It was still divided when I went to school. So the program, in essence, this case study, we were a case study, was to provide us as much information and let us kind of see what happens. It was interesting. And looking at it now at the master's level, it was interesting looking at it as a case study and saying, can you provide enough information and let people have autonomy to decide where they want to go with just information, and with some guidance, and does that have an influence on people? And honestly, it was until the last 2 months of school and visiting CCB for me, CCB was in the Haven. I'll be honest, that was me. My desire to prove myself, the desire to prove the school that they took a chance on somebody who didn't have the grades, but definitely had the motivation to surpass his own expectations of what life could be. And getting accepted to CCMB honestly was like, people actually believe I can do this. So I got to prove them that I actually can. So I actually made the Dean's list my first year, which was amazing. And I means I got 3.5. I never expected to get a 3.5 in my lifetime. I mean, now I wouldn't say it's a common occurrence, but you know, I don't shoot for an A. I shoot for a B. I shoot for passing. Kind of the same thing in high school. But I make my efforts is in proving myself that I can do the work. It's not, honestly, it literally was about not changing the world, not anything like that. It was literally just economics. How can I get myself out of the places that I came from? And the only method I've been at least brainwashed to believe was through education. I guess an end to my family's level of poverty. You know what I mean? That's how I saw it. So it's interesting because I've looked at it. I looked at it so much in analyzing my past about like that choice, and it just comes down to that. It's just I understood that I was never going to be able to have a quote unquote stable life if I don't have the financial means in this country, in this world in general, and in this world, the same thing as in Nicaragua, you have to have the education or some type of value to you that allows people to pay you a salary that's meaningful. You know what I mean? Not meaningful in the sense of like, you, you, I can't equate me to money, but I definitely can equate, what I'm able to provide my family to the financial stability I can give them. So there's meaning there. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of bad to think about money as idling, but it is. There's some component in accepting that not as a bad thing, it's just what it is. It's a means to an end. I think kind of going back to high school, the counselors I had, the first counselor I had literally said, you never go to college, straight to my face. So that's definitely a roadblock. If I listened to her, and if I wasn't confident in what I was learning, part of that program, I left. Honestly, I would have, yeah, I would have got into the JC and like everybody else does in Santa Monica, and quit and just find a 9 to 5 kind of job that would not gonna satisfy my needs. I think the other roadblock was me. I mean, honestly, I think it was me. And as a kid, you are still learning and processing things, and when things happen at home, it becomes personal. You know what I mean? And when there's no outlet, and I never really had an outlet in high school. I mean that's why I almost didn't. I almost failed my senior year and didn't graduate, because I let myself and the struggles around me kind of dictate my response and consume the energy I should have been using for school. The most frustrating thing is this idea, and I see it more and more now than I did back in the days, that anybody can make it. And that's not true.
Okay.
I don't believe that's true, and I believe it's made. I think the education system is made to ensure that there is a poor class, that there is a middle, upper, like a middle and upper class. I think our system is not made to what they perceive it to be, because they know themselves, and it's just it's just a way for politicians, for people to feel good about themselves, but it's not reality. You know what I mean? If it was reality, they'll make it equal, and they can financially. I think not just money wise. I'm talking about like actually putting services and quality in school does not take money; it takes effort. So your grades do matter. Simple as that for high school. Grades matter. Every class matters. Even if the teacher, it's a bad teacher, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, if you want to go to a university, if you want to have a career that involves a education degree, your grades matter. No if, that's, or but. It matters. If you get a C, it matters at the end.
Yeah.
It matters. For applications, I can I'm not the best. I guess I'm the best person in regards to say, don't wait until 2 months before school to consider going to your university. If you're really serious, apply like everybody else in the start of the year, right? Do your SAT, your junior year, and get that experience out in there, and maybe take it again your senior year, because if you take your senior year, you don't really have another chance to take it over. Homesickness is a normal occurrence when you leave home. No matter if you're just hours or minutes away from home, the idea you're not under your parents' roof, it becomes uncomfortable and you're a new experience, and that's okay. And I I have friends who went home because they were so homesick, and it was like, well, that's the whole point. You go to school is to leave home. There's an accomplishment at the end. I think you just gotta let yourself struggle through a lot of the emotional turmoil of like stepping outside your safety net, and just struggle with that. But don't don't end your university, your education career just based on an emotion. End it because there's something significant. You know what I mean? That makes sense. But don't let your emotions take over ownership of your direction, your goals. I think that was a lot of things I've learned that, como Latino, they say like we have our hearts in our sleeves, kind of like our emotions in our sleeve. We're very emotional, you know what I mean? And I don't think Latinos want to admit to that, but very are. And our emotions sometimes drive our actions, and we have to let our emotions. We have to understand our emotions and assess our emotions, because our emotions sometimes lead us to the wrong action. And I saw a lot of friends who went from Santa Monica with me and went home because they were homesick. And I was like, and I tried to talk to them, like, it's okay. It's just a period of time in your life. 4 years of time in your life is so fast. It's like high school. It happens so fast, but we just got to be able to struggle in that moment of time and seek help, obviously when we're struggling, to get over that, you know. So I had no, it was a little bit of a humbling experience when I had to call my dad and my mom and say, hey, I miss you guys. Please come and visit. Like it was, because it was like, I just kicked them out 2 weeks ago and I'm asking them to come back, and yeah, again, I think it's okay to acknowledge your emotions, and it's okay to let them, you know, to soak on them a little bit, but it's not okay if your emotions are driving you to end a potential rich life at the end.